Alright, back on our motor. I'm going to put the top in on it today. So I just got done cleaning these out a little bit. I'm going to use my CRC here to clean it some more. And I got to clean up all the pistons. Now before I put the top in on this, I'm going to put oil down inside the crank here. I'm going to lubricate the rods really good and pour about half a quart of oil down the hole. And tighten it up pretty good. And this is a sealed pump, so I might even just pour some oil down this thing too to pre-lube it. I like using break-in oil, which is this. This is only 15 weight though, and Harley's like 50 weights straight. So I usually add a little thickening agent to it. So I put a couple quarts of this in the tank, and then I'll add some thickening material, like some 70 weight, and that'll thicken it up. I also use 60 weight on there when it's not so hot. We're going in the summertime, it's going to the Midwest, so we're going to use thick oil. It's going to be hot back there when they start this thing up. So we'll just load this thing up with oil, that way as soon as it starts to turn over, it's lubricating. It'll be splash lube, if nothing else, before the oil pump works. So I like doing it that way. So that's what we're going to do. Scooby's working hard again. Alright, so first thing I do is get the darn cylinders cleaned out. And I'm probably going to scrape some paint off the surface area here a little bit. Where's my scraper at? I'll get my super scraper. See if there's any real buildup on this cylinder from paint. You can see how much it gets here. Not doing much, just kind of knocks off some fluff. We got that Duplicolor ceramic engine paint, fancy crap. So we're not getting a lot of buildup on there, which is good. We don't want buildup. Never use those stupid buffing pads everybody likes to use. They destroy the surfaces, make them very unflat, and make them leak a lot. Just a flat surface here makes it flat. As long as you hold the scraper flat, it cuts flat. See, it gets almost nothing off. Alright, there we go. Sure everything's wiped off good. Probably should check the head bolt holes. Sure, we got some head bolts somewhere, I bet. Somewhere. Don't know where they're at, but yeah, that might be a problem. Has anybody got any head bolts? Let's see, this motor came with no heads on it, didn't it? I wonder where the head bolts are at. Head bolts. It's hard to put a motor together without head bolts. Fancy washers and everything. Alright. Just make sure these look halfway decent. Appear to be nice and loose and fit nice. Alright, I'm good. It's enough work. It's hot today. Keep the doors closed, keep people out, so it's hotter than hell in here today. Stupid California rules. Alright. So I just take my CRC here and we spray it inside of the cylinder. Inside this filthy bore. See how filthy that bore is? Go like that. You go like that with your fingers. If it comes out clean, that's a good sign. Pretty clean. Then you take your towel and you wipe them out with that. My fat ass hands don't fit in these cylinders anymore. Too many years of crushing them. See, they don't fit in there very well anymore. Used to be able to get them in a 1/4-inch smaller cylinder than this. That wasn't this year, that's for sure. Let's see if I can wince and crush my hand into that. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, tight fit, see? Oh, that hurts. Ah. Oh, jeez, that hurts. Alright, it looks pretty clean. Nice and shiny. See how nice and shiny they are? Good sign. I think I cleaned these before already. Man, that hurt. Oh, that crushes your knuckles together. Ooh, that hurts. Yeah. No dirt on that one. Alright, that felt so good. Let's do it again. So you gotta try to get your fingers all the way up in there to clean that out. That hurts. It's sore now. That knuckle's sore now. So it feels like somebody's crushed it or something. I don't know what's up with that. Appears to be a little pain involved in these jobs. Alright, that was a good job. Okay, clean side. Man, it hurts. Ooh, my knuckle ain't happy. Alright, there you go. Good to go. That's enough pain for one day on that. We'll find something else to hurt too, though. We like pain around here. Keeps us up in the morning. Alright, so we're done with that. So now we got some rings and some genuine Harley pistons. Can't go wrong when you buy genuine Harley pistons. These are early 70s production with the orange label and the AMF sticker on them. So that's 69 to about 75-ish time frame. So there's your piston. Now the discolorization here is because it has a zinc coating or something on here of some type that kind of corrodes a little bit. Doesn't hurt a damn thing, but it makes it kind of a different color. It still has the protective layer break-in coating on it already, which is good. I think I already honed these. Yes, I did. I like where wrist pins go back and forth. Whoop. So you want them. Okay, so I could go clean these off real good again. Now for rings, you got two options. You use the ones that come with the pistons. Make sure you read your installation instructions here. Very important that you read all the propaganda that comes with your pistons. This is genuine Harley Davidson propaganda. See, you can blow that up and keep it for yourself. See, look at that. Ooh. When was this made? This was made in 11 of 65 was the last revision. Okay, so we got all that junk in there. This is going to be our clips, which is spiral locks, which are the good ones. Yeah, they come already done. The wrist pin came in here, so you know what it fits when you buy it. Okay, these are the rings. This has chrome top and second rings, which are really nice rings. I like these. These are good. And then this is a one-piece oil ring, which I don't like very well because it doesn't work as good as three-piece. And you have an expander behind it to keep it expanded. But this actually does work halfway decent. It's just not as good as some of the more modern stuff. Okay, now these are the cast Hastings rings. That cost a fortune these days. Evidently 900s aren't as popular as they used to be. Now I got full chrome sets of these too, because I bought them out years ago. So these here use a cast iron top ring. So the hot ticket is, if you want to be something fancy, is use the ring sets out that came with the pistons, and you don't use these. You can keep these as a backup pair. You put these ones in there. These are the good ones. The only disadvantage of these is this machine surface here is a little bit rougher. So this has to break into your piston, where this is a little bit smoother, breaks in a little quicker. But the chrome face will break in and seal better. With modern oil and stuff, the chrome rings actually work better than the cast rings these days. So it's a toss-up on which ones you go to use. So I definitely like to use the three-piece oil ring. That works a lot better. So I got to make a decision on what I want to use here. Like I said, this is for the way he's going to ride it. Probably this is the better option because it should break in quickly, and he's not going to run the piss out of it too hard, he said. For a little bit harder applications or dusty conditions, these chrome rings are a hell of a lot better ring to use for that application. For just putsies around a little bit, these are going to take longer to break in a little bit, but I haven't really seen that too much with modern oils. They tend to break in pretty quickly for me. Of course, I ride hard. This surface here is a little bit rougher, so it takes a longer that way. But anyway, it's a toss-up. I'll make a decision here in a little bit. Probably in the next about 10 minutes. Haven't decided yet. Alright, so there's your options there. See how these rings look. Looks like we got a couple of good sets of rings here, so that makes my decision to move more toward original stuff. That works. Get the same propaganda in the other box here, obviously. And 2 more clips. Oh, 3 more clips. Lost one. Alright. 4 clips again. Okay, I'm going to go clean these all up here. We'll be back. Okay, get all this stuff cleaned up. Let's see, here's the rings. Oil rings we want. Oil ring we don't want. Let's see, these are probably the same ring, I bet. Like it. Okay, we got oil rings. We got a full set of rings left over now. Backup ports. Okay, so I went ahead and cleaned up all the parts here. I took the rings here, the original rings. I scuffed them with one of those green scrub pads. So I got them nice and clean now, so the surface is nice and clean and not all screwed up. So I'm going to use these. So these are a better quality ring, I think, than the Hastings is. These have a dot right here, which means you put that up and you install these. Let's make sure all of these are the same. Yep, there's your dot again right there. I think they're all the same on the Harley rings. Yep, there it is right over there. And one more. Yep, there's your dot. So the reason they have a dot in there is because these are ground differently. So this has a little bit of a chamfer here on the edge, a little bit smoother. Tapered a little bit on the back side. I don't know if you can see it, but slightly different. That's why they mark them so they go up. You put them upside down, they leak. They don't work. Okay, so we're going to put these in here. Now, if you want to do something fancy, which I think we probably will, we'll go ahead and use these for the top rings. And we use a stock cast iron for second rings. That way we will have an extra set of good rings here for this motor. Except for the one piece O-ring I don't like, but it'll be a good backup set. Never hurts to have spares. There's really no reason to have a chrome ring on the second ring anyway, so it just makes it better. There. Top ring goes there. There we go. So we got two good sets of rings out of one pretty good set. Okay, so now we got cast second, chrome top, 3-piece oil. There you go, simple. Good performance set of rings. Got my 4 clips. I cleaned a little bit of the surface rust off that was on the retainers here. That's why they were brown, in case you didn't notice. So now everything's good to go. Okay, now all you do is check our ring in gap, see if it's any good. So you take your cylinder, take your ring, stuff it in it. Round surface, either this one or this. This one beats very round because it has a dome to it. This surface here is. So that squares it up a little bit. And you look at your ring gap, make sure you got a ring gap. So, I'll use a ring checking tool. I like this one. See how it works in there? Yep, it's got gap. If that doesn't work, I have this other one right here. It's called my thumbnail. Yep, there's a gap in there. That'll work too. So there you go. That's how you check them. You have to file them, file them. Okay, that one's good. Yep, that's good. Harley ring. Ooh, even fatter. Here's what they believe in gaps, see? Nice big fat ones. Now to relieve some tension off, when you pull them up equally. The ring's in there like this, you pull it up equally, don't twist it. Then you push it together, which relieves the tension on it, comes out without hurting it. So you just go like that, see? Squeeze it together. Now if the ring is not lined up square here, it's like over here, the ring's twisted, it probably won't work. And never wrap a ring when you put it on a piston, always expand it out. Yep, we're good. And oil rings rarely need to be modified at all. So I usually do them 2 at a time. Because usually they have a boatload of clearance. See, they got a lot of clearance on them. They're not that critical. Realistically, the bottom ring does absolutely nothing anyway. It's only the top oil ring that does anything. Yep. Alright, rings are checked. Tough job, huh? Okay, so ready to put on the pistons. Okay, so this is the rear cylinder. That's the front cylinder. This piston's smaller than this one, that's why it's S&D. Small and big. Probably a quarter or half a thou different. I don't remember, that was a long time ago I did those. Okay, so you got to decide which side of the motor you want to put the motor together on. If you like working from the right side, you leave the right side open, you put the clip on the left side. If you want to go the other way, you do it the other way. Now on these here, there's a valve pocket. On this motor, it appears to be no pocket. Yep, these are early pistons, aren't they? Probably 58 pistons. Yep, 58. That means that's small valves, no pockets. 1970 piston, they had a big intake valve, so they had a pocket for an intake. This piston go in either direction. Now, this motor got small valve. Yep, got the smaller intake valve in it. That piston will work. Now, I never do remember what this notch is for. Don't remember. You can tell it's a Harley piston because it's got the Harley number in there. Now, there are some aftermarket ones made that way too. And these are made, this is an A3 piston mold. So is this one. So you look at your dates in there and markings, you can tell who made these things. But these are nice, good, high quality pistons. They're lighter than those new ones they make. Okay, where was my instructions at? I don't think this talks about which side that notch goes on. It either goes on the spark plug or on the valve side. I never do remember. I don't think it tells you in here, but we'll look. I think it's strictly for piston ring installation. Straight bore, yeah, no crap. 1 to 2 thou clearance. If you want to stick, put them at 1 to 2. I put them at 3.5. They don't stick at 3.5 usually. Cylinder piston installation. Doesn't say anything about that. Run motorcycle at moderate speeds for approximately 500 miles. That'd be called a break-in. Avoid running lower gears, no drag racing, in order to properly wear in the new rings and pistons. Oh, jeez. You mean you can't go out and run the crap out of it right from the get-go? Ah, damn. Why not? Okay. I never remember where it goes. It doesn't really matter anyway, I don't think. I never cared. I'm going to put it on the valve side. On the cam side, excuse me. Doesn't matter. Piston's made equal on both sides, see? Makes no difference. Okay, so this is going to be my right side. That'll be my left side. I like putting them in from the left side. So I'm going to do that. So we got our clip right here. Spiral lock. Do not take these and spread them way the hell out. Then they'll want to come out. You just spread them out just enough here that you can get around it and hook in a groove over there. So here's a piston, valve side. These are kind of difficult to do at times. Basically, you got a groove in here. You want to get this edge in the groove. This lip right here goes in the groove. Then you got to compress this down a little bit to shove it in and rotate it and run it around in a circle. So it can be difficult, especially when you're tired and you're on the camera. Scooby came over to help though. It's very important. Could have Scooby here to help. I do have a fancy tool for helping install these, but I don't have one. I never used one, so. Camera light's actually making it harder to do this. Can't quite see as well as I need to. So you go at an angle like this. So you're going around a circle. Now right now we're a little bit too deep. So if you're too far, you can take your wrist pin like this and go boom like that. Shoves up in the groove where it belongs. So once you're like this, you just kind of work around the circle. And then we'll go right in. These tend not to come out like the circlip style are. That's why I like them better. And see, it goes in like that. You see, it doesn't look like it's quite in all the way. And you take the edge of your screwdriver. Whoop, blow this thing back. You take the edge of your screwdriver here and you rub it on the clip to make sure it's in the groove all the way. I use the round part. And the last thing you do is you put this in, make sure you get a nice good solid sound when it hits the base, like that. See that solid clunk 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 down there? That means it's hitting. It means it's in there good all the way around. You double check, make sure the clip is all the way in. See how the clip is in a lot deeper in the groove now than we did before when we looked at it? You should only see about half the clip. If you see more than half the clip, it ain't all the way in. Okay, so that one's in there correctly. If they're not in there correctly, they will come out. That'd be a bad thing. If you put a big bow in these things and stretch them out, you're making a spring out of it, it'll want to come out automatically. You don't want these to automatically want to come out. You want them to stay in there forever. Once it's wrapped around, it starts going pretty easy. Getting past the first half circle is the hardest part. So you just plug it in there like that. Like that.
Put a little dent in your car.
Did you put a dent in my car? That's nice.
Hey!
Alright, so there you go. There's another one all in. There you go. Okay, we're back.